In the heart of New York City, during the waning days of the Cold War and the rise of Wall Street capitalism, lived a man whose intellect was both envied and feared. Raymond Vexler was not a gangster, nor a politician. He was a man of logic, of numbers, of unrelenting control, a genius with no allegiance to law or morality. Born in 1957 in Queens, Raymond was a quiet child, always immersed in books and puzzles. By the age of 10, he was beating national chess champions. At 16, he was admitted to Harvard University under a full scholarship in mathematics. But he didn't stay. He dropped out during his second year without explanation, retreating from the world of academia into the underbelly of society. What happened next would remain a mystery for years. In the shadows of American cities, Raymond built something extraordinary. A secret organization, known only to a few in whispers, emerged, the Vex Network. To the outside world, Raymond was a ghost. No criminal records, no photographs, not even a confirmed address. But those who knew his work saw signs of an invisible hand guiding the chaos. Banks drained in minutes, political scandals exposed, systems manipulated without a trace. Every event seemed random until it wasn't. Raymond's network operated like a chessboard. Each city had a pawn, local dealers, hackers, or disgraced ex-cops working in silence. Each state had a bishop, well-connected individuals capable of moving power discreetly. And in the center, there was only one king, Vexler. The brilliance of Raymond's system lay in its compartmentalization. No one in the network ever knew more than they had to. Even if someone talked, it wouldn't matter. The full picture existed only in Raymond's mind. In 1991, a major scandal rocked Washington, D.C. A prominent senator was caught funneling defense contracts to shell companies, and within days, $20 million vanished. A journalist investigating the case died in a suspicious car accident. The FBI launch. Years passed. Raymond Vexler, once the ghost of America's criminal underworld, became a name studied in law schools, FBI training centers, and computer science ethics classes. His case changed how cybercrime was investigated. The government poured billions into digital infrastructure security, all sparked by one man's ambition to dominate the system. But behind the cold walls of ADX Florence, Raymond was far from forgotten. His cell was isolated, his contact with the outside world strictly monitored. Yet the guards often found things they couldn't explain. Once, a chess piece, an ebony knight, was discovered under his mattress. Another time, the security system controlling his block briefly failed for exactly 17 minutes. Cameras went dark. When restored, everything was untouched, but the guards swore they heard typing from his cell during that window. He had no access to any devices. Prison officials chalked it up to paranoia. But for the FBI, it triggered old fears. The Bureau launched a secondary investigation into what they now called VX Echoes, a term used for cybercrimes that bore the same pattern as Raymond's original network. Data leaks, corporate blackmail, financial sabotage. All targeted, all efficient, all silent. At first, these incidents were dismissed as copycat operations. Then came the Senate hearing leak of 2011, just one day before a critical vote on government surveillance powers. Over 40 terabytes of internal government communication were released to the public. The leak contained confidential memos, surveillance logs, and covert project details going back 15 years. The digital signature? Identical to the tools Raymond had built before his arrest. Only one man had ever used those encryption keys, Raymond Vexler, but he hadn't touched a computer in 6 years. Or had he? The FBI raided former Vex network members, but most were either dead, missing, or had reinvented themselves under false identities. They found no command hub, no NUMOS.